So win-win. It's sort of been shown as it's going to be like a feel-good comedy sort of. Yeah, I don't like it when things sort of advertise something as something else. And they say laugh out loud, funny, feel good, da da da. It's not that film. I think it's a lot more deeper and there's a lot more drama in it. So that sort of takes off any sort of comedy element being there. But I think there are bits that are funny, but it's sorely not a comedy film. But it doesn't have to be. So, well, where to start? I really enjoyed this film. I mean, I didn't think it'd be as good as it was going to be, but I think you get a surprise sometimes, which is nice. And I think Paul Giamatti's fantastic. I think the kid in it is fantastic. I don't know who his name is, but he's brilliant in the movie. I think he's probably my favorite bit about the entire movie. I mean, there's so many great things about the movie, but I think he is the sort of glowing beacon of the movie. And it might sound ridiculous. You think, "Oh, what? You think the kid's the best thing about the movie?" But it's just what I think. Um, I just think he's great. I don't know, just it could have been this sort of annoying thing of, oh, there's this kid and he's supposed to feel sympathy for him, oh, and he's really annoying, and you never get to feel sympathy. But the funny thing is that you actually do feel sympathy for him, and it's completely the other opposite of that. It's you do feel sympathy for him, and he seems like a really nice kid, and he seems like a nice guy, and his mother just seems like an absolute God. She's just so like annoying and just repulsive, and the whole rehab thing. That just it never sort of get a sense from her. And I don't think you're ever supposed to feel sympathy. Oh yeah, well she's a drug addict. I mean, I just think the scenes between him and her are really quite like quite intense and quite like it captures you on the screen and everything. It's sort of eye catching, because it's just the way that they interact with each other is really good. Like there's one bit where she's telling him some stuff, and he just sort of grabs her and stuff, and starts like put her hands over her mouth and stuff to shut her up because he just can't stand being around her for so long. It just drives him crazy, and I just think that's great in the film to have that parallel, and I like the way that it's sort of like a film that is not like locations and all that, and like in a big city. It's sort of like a bit indie and a bit more. I'm not saying I don't like films that are set in a big city or anything. It's just it's nice to see this a bit different that they have it set somewhere sort of like quiet and nice. It seems like a nice place, and I think also that it kind of shows the life he's sort of gone through in a way that sort of like subtext, if you will, that he sort of started off somewhere and was sort of growing from somewhere, and then he comes to this place on his own to try and show his independence, and he wants to get somewhere, and then this family sort of pick him up, and then from what he had before, it's sort of grown on, and then by the end of it, you feel that they truly are his family, and these people, well, his mum isn't has anything to say. They will change his mind, and I think that's the real heart and soul of the film because it shows that obviously you do stick close with family, even people who you can't say are your family, then you feel they technically are your family. So I think that was really something quite beautiful and profound. And I think that people will go into this thinking, oh, it's a comedy film, and it's not a comedy film, and I just really don't like it when they put quotes on stuff that you think, oh yeah, it's a feel-good comedy film. And like, did you ever see Blue in the Face? Anyone? I mean, that film was just like, what the hell? I mean, it's advertised as a comedy film, and then you watch it, and it's about Brooklyn and crime going on. And what's comedy about that? It's just ridiculous. Um, yeah, so get a different ad campaign for one, and why don't you advertise the kid in it who essentially is fantastic in his performance, and say Paul Giamatti's great, say that the whole cast is great, say that the whole film has a great message, say that it has everything a great film should have. Because when something falls into mediocrity, doesn't work or it doesn't have anything. And I think this film is miles away from mediocrity. It's so great, and you just you just love it. I think it's an easy film to love, and I really liked it. So I'm gonna give this a 9.